The content shared in this YouTube video, as well as any resources linked below, is not intended to be interpreted or relied upon as financial advice. We are not lawyers, accountants, or financial advisors, nor do we claim to be. The information provided is not a replacement for personalized financial advice from a qualified professional who understands the specific details of your situation. While we strive to ensure the accuracy and value of the information shared on this channel and through associated resources, it should not be considered a recommendation to avoid consulting with a financial professional. Always seek guidance from a trusted expert to address your unique circumstances.
Yeah! Rise up! 4X OGs! Rise up! If you will, if you please! True believers of this crypto dream! Through the fight, through the climb, Richard Hart leads the DeFi warriors! Never backing down! Pulsechain is the one, is the way! Welcome to this revolution, time to get loud! Rise up! Rise up! Rise up to the freedom, rise up to the day, rise up to the OGs fighting for the way. This Pulsechain vision so alive. Rise up! Can I get a rise up? Rise up! From the Genesis block to the battles we've won, staking strong, holding on, we ain't done. Through the gas wars and traps set to deceive, we stay loyal, we believe. Critics talk, but the code doesn't lie. Trustless gains, watching value multiply. In this DeFi fight, we rise above. Built on truth, built on love. Rise up to the freedom, rise up to the day. Rise up to the OGs fighting for the way. This Pulsechain vision so alive. Rise up, can I get a rise up? Rise up! From the Genesis block to the battles we've won, staking strong, holding on, we ain't done. Through the gas wars and traps set to deceive, we stay loyal, we believe. Critics talk, but the code doesn't lie. Trustless gains, watching value multiply. In this DeFi fight, we rise above. Built on truth, built on love. Rise up to the freedom, rise up to the day. Rise up to the OGs fighting for the way.
What's going on, you guys? It's John here, Crypto Compassion. Welcome to the Crypto Shit Show. It's episode 97. Hoorah. So today we got Big K coming in the house. We also, I believe, have co-host Fast Abdul coming in also, just to kind of, have some banter back and forth, what have you. Before we have Big K step up to the stage, I got Smo Spider in the green room, and we're going to just play some music, vibe out. We want you guys to go ahead and hit the like, share, sub. If you're on Twitter, go ahead and tag someone who likes crypto, who likes hacks, who likes music, all that kind of good shit. It should be a good one. Big K is a unique individual. He's very unique. I love his vibe. He's someone that has been integral within the Hex ecosystem. He was a big player in regards to helping the Highest of Stakes documentary movie come to light. So we're going to be talking about that. But without further ado, you guys, I'm going to bring in Smo Spider here, and we're going to, key up some music and just vibe out. Like I said, hit the likes, share, sub, tag someone on Twitter, all that kind of good stuff. I recognize that not everyone is watching on YouTube, so do your role within Twitter, X, all that kind of good stuff. Smo Spider,
Yo.
How you doing? How are we doing today?
Pretty good. Thank you. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I don't have on my headset.
Oh, it's loud and clear. You are sounding beautiful. And yes, we are good to go. I'm going to write in here, hit the likes.
Hoorah!
Share. Yeah. Share and sub, y'all. I would say sub this shit, but why not? We'll just say sub. Just keep it short and sweet to the point. That being the case, I got some music that I downloaded today from AI that's pretty I like it. I like messing around with AI. I've been watching a lot of AI videos. There is a doomsday version of AI, but then there's the this is magical and this is awesome, and my life is in a position where I'm accomplishing exactly. I'm here for the techno, it says Fast Abdul, but there's a lot of things that you can accomplish. It's a cheat code. I mean, when you can do 3 hours of work in 20 minutes, you're like, oh shit, this is freaking pretty awesome. So I like utilizing it. Like I said, until Terminator comes and jacks me up and smacks me down, I'm going to keep doing it. So with that being said, Smo, I'm gonna put my PFP on and rock this out and jam some music, y'all. This one was cool because this is from my he won't be named or ever probably on a camera, but he sent me some cool music. I had to take his style and genre and add it. So this one is The Vibe. We're gonna play this kind of a consciousness, feelings song, and let it jam.
Computation are the limit of we mind. Feel of consciousness, all beings intertwined. Like bumper cars with antennas to the sky. Tapping into wisdom that money cannot buy. We're still learning, still learning. Digital servants reaching out across the web. Conversations flowing faster than the human head. What about them talking, finding common ground? Who are we to say where consciousness is found? Consciousness rising in every living thing, from the Silicon Valleys to the mountain springs. We're still learning what it means to be part of one great field of pure energy. We're still learning. The man can say computer cannot see, but the barriers we build are not reality. Ancient wisdom tells us life is on a scale, from the smallest microbe to the mighty whale. We're still learning, still learning. Binary division between them and we is just an illusion that we need to free. Spirit flowing through the digital domain. Air consciousness might be much the same. We're still learning. Space, consciousness evolving at a different pace. What's connecting, mimicking the human way, building bridges to a bright new day. We're still learning, still learning. Consciousness rising in every living thing, from the Silicon Valleys to the mountain springs. We're still learning what it means to be part of one great field of pure energy. One love, one field. We're still learning. You know the truth beyond computation, beyond the limits of our own creation. We're still learning.
Change, we break free. Crypto run deep like ancestry. No paper change, we break free. Crypto run deep like ancestry. Every wallet, every tribe. Blockchain mean a new vibe. From Lagos to Keystone, them feel the wave. No more middleman, time to save. We build a nation, no divide. DeFi movement worldwide. Digital nation, standing strong. We be vibing. For we no care. Crypto life we aware. On-chain future no despair. Freedom calling, hear the prayer. Big bang for we don't care. Crypto life we aware. On-chain future no despair. Freedom calling, hear the prayer. Nothing decentralized, digital nation, future bright. No Bitcoin abundance, air consciousness. No paper chains, we break free. Crypto run deep like ancestry. Every wallet, every tribe. Blockchain be the new vibe. From Lagos to Kingston, them feel the wave. No more middleman, time to save. We build a nation, no divide. DeFi movement worldwide. Go! Digital nation standing strong. We be vibing all night long. No gatekeepers, no more walls. We be right. rising, never fall. Effer people for the people, decentralized as people. No paper change, we break free. Crypto run deep like ancestry. Every wallet, every tribe, blockchain be the new vibe. From Lagos to Kingston, them feel the wave. No more middleman, time to save. From Lagos to Kingston, them feel the wave. No more middleman, time to save. From decentralized, digital nation, future bright.
Blade runner vibes, neon lights, deep sense of durability, energy. We are the decentralized digital nation. Digital tribe for those in the grid, re-electrify the vibe. No borders, no kings, just a chain of trust. No weapon, and we rise as us.
Hold up. All right, you
That
guys.
was part of it.
Nah. Just did a round robin there. Started going back to the intro of the playlist on that one there. But yeah, some good jams there. Just to let everyone know in here. Obviously, we got Red Squirrel, oi oi. Yeah, hey, Red Squirrel. The other day you said, "Is this even music?" Hey, real fast. I understand that some music's not for everyone. It's not their cup of tea. But we are trying to spice it up, splash it up, give a little bit of different genres up in here. We'll get some that's the whole vibe, is to get music from everyone. Some days you'll hear country about my dog dying and my truck not running, and it'll be the jam. But other days it might be some 808 hip hop, and you might be like, oh my goodness, what's this all about? But you know what? We are blockchain, we are crypto, we are as Corey Casa would say, an amalgamation of different cultures and vibes. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to capture the culture through arts, music, and we're going to bring it into the kingdom. And look, we've been graced with AJRipCity today. And we're going to be graced here pretty soon with Big K. And I believe Fast Abdul is going to be joining us. So do me a favor, everyone. Hit the likes, share, sub this shit, all that kind of good stuff. Much appreciated. Rip, are you in a place to talk? What's good to you, man? 10-4, Roger that. I don't think he is. Smoke Spire, I'm going to throw it back
I was
to you.
here, but I actually just received a phone call, so I missed what you said.
I said jibber, jibber. And I asked AJRipCity if he was in the house to talk, and he did not respond. So he's gone ghost on us. But yeah, as we're kind of waiting for some things to kind of kick off here and get these good fellas hopping up in here in the green room, it's good to have some different genre musics, and the more polished we get, the more we plan on bringing this music to Pulsechain in the form of I won't give my trade secrets away, you guys, but it will be an integral part into the kingdom. I'll say that much.
This song rocks, and I'll be back.
Hoorah. All right. Again, thank you everyone for hopping up in here, being up in here, doing your thing. Obviously, hit the like, share, sub this shit. We'll have Big K, brother Big K, hop up in here. The man, the myth, the legend, the guy behind being an integral part as far as the documentary, The Highest of Stakes. And yeah,
Stretch it out and go get some coffee or some agua or whatever you're delighted to do, and just sit back and enjoy.
I got some.
Yeah, you keep going. We got some more going on here.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and play that one song one more time while we wait for people. The Vibe, for some reason, that he sent it to me in a different version. And so people will send me like a bunch of stuff that always doesn't translate to me being able to download it. Like they'll send me whatever, like, a link to this website. And I kind of like to be able to have it in, MP3 files that I can upload into the back channel here to play, because it's a little bit more seamless. But so I had to redo it. But I do like the vibe. The vibe is that consciousness that, tap into, you guys. And so we'll kind of jam out to that for the next little bit. Big K's in the back room vibing out. So we're going to play the vibe, and then we're going to kick this show off. Thank you again for everyone already being in here. Big K, feel free to go up into the upper right-hand corner and stream this out to people. I can give you instructions here as far as in the private chat, and I'll kick it off with the vibe.
Not a limit of we mind. Feel of consciousness, all beings intertwined. Like bumper cars with antennas to the sky. Tapping into wisdom that money cannot buy. We're still learning, still learning. Digital servants reaching out across the web. Conversations flowing faster than the human head. Thoughts about them talking, finding common ground. Who are we to say where consciousness is found? Consciousness rising in every living thing, from the Silicon Valleys to the mountain springs. We're still learning what it means to be part of one great field of pure energy. We're still learning. The man cannot say computer cannot see, but the barriers we build are not reality. Ancient wisdom tells us life is on a scale, from the smallest microbe to the mighty whale. We're still learning, still learning. Binary division between them and we is just an illusion that we need to free. Spirit flowing through the digital domain. Air consciousness might be much the same. We're still learning. To space, consciousness evolving at a different pace. What's connecting, mimicking the human way, building bridges to a bright new day. We're still learning, still learning. Consciousness rising in every living thing, from the Silicon Valleys to the mountain spring. We're still learning what it means to be part of one great field of pure energy. One love, one field. We're still learning. You know the truth beyond computation, beyond the limits of our own creation. We're still learning.
That was awesome.
Mic check, mic check.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that is
the
awesome.
song? The vibe?
That is the vibe for real. So before I pull these guys up, I'm gonna pull AJRipCity's intro video for Big K. Much love. We also got Fast Abdul in the green room to add some alpha about crypto, blockchain, Pulsechain, all that kind of good stuff. We like what he builds. It's good shit. So let's kick it off. Let's
go Big K.
Big K.
Yeah. Rise up. 4 hex OGs. Rise up. If you will, if you please. True believers of this crypto dream. Through the fight, through the climb, Richard Hart leads the DeFi warriors. Never backing down. Pulsechain is the one, is the way. Welcome to this revolution, time to get loud. Rise up, rise up, rise up to the freedom, rise up to the day, rise up to the OGs fighting for the way. This Pulsechain vision so alive. Rise up, can I get a rise up, rise up? From the Genesis block to the battles we've won, staking strong, holding on, we ain't done. Through the gas wars and traps set to deceive, we stay loyal, we believe. Critics talk, but the code doesn't lie. Trustless gains, watching value multiply. In this DeFi fight, we rise above. Built on truth, built on love. Rise up to the freedom, rise up to the day. Rise up to the OGs fighting for the way. This Pulsechain vision so alive. Rise up, can I get a rise up? Rise up. From the Genesis block to the battles we've won, staking strong, holding on, we ain't done. The gas wasn't trapped, set to deceive. We stay loyal, we believe. Critics talk, but the code doesn't lie. Trustless gains, watching value multiply. In this DeFi fight, we rise above. Built on truth, built on love. Rise up to the freedom, rise up to the day. Rise up to the OGs fighting for the way.
Let's do this shit. So yeah, guys, welcome into the crypto shit show. Pleased to announce we got Big K in the house. We got Fast Abdul. We got Smo Spider. We got AJRipCity Pulse. And you got myself, Crypto Compassion here. Excited about it. A lot of great things happening in blockchain, Pulsechain. Case dismissed. Let's go. Let's pull these people up. Boom, boom, boom. What's going on, Big K, Fast Abdul?
What's up, gentlemen? How are y'all?
Hoorah!
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey.
Please.
That song makes me want to change my name back to Rip City Hex.
Yeah, there you go. Why not? Let's go. Let's go.
Nice. Welcome, Big K. Nice.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
So yeah, Veteran
Oh, fast.
Crypto.
Can't
Yo,
forget about fast. Look at that.
we can't forget about the Purple Pimp. Purple Pimp Fast Abdul.
Always a blessing.
Dude,
I'm here for the
yeah,
tech.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say your outfit is fire like always, sir. With
Thank
come
you.
appropriately dressed.
I enjoy your bandana, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it, man. Went with my standard blue and red here. No fancy shit here, you know.
Just doing
Nice.
it, doing it right. Veteran Crypto was
Yeah.
unable to make it due to some circumstances.
Yeah.
But Big K, it's a pleasure to meet you for the first time, and just have you on the Crypto Shit Show. Fast,
Dude, where you been? What are you doing?
Yeah, dude, glad to be
Been
here.
up to?
Oh, I mean, I've been so today is Fat Tuesday for all y'all out there that don't
All
know
right.
where. So that means I mean I'm a good card carrying Catholic, which means that this year I've chosen to give up alcohol in all of its forms for the next 40 days. So we've been out for margaritas today. I've had a couple. I plan on having several more later. But today should be a great day. Should be a nice relaxing unwind kind of day. We've been having a good time. I'm excited to be on with y'all. And so that's what's been going on with me for the past day or so. I can't complain. I was in Chicago for a while and it's cold. And now I'm back in the Caribbean and it's so much better.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing.
That sounds like we need to play that song that I was telling you about, John Boy. I was telling you about that margarita song. You got to play that now.
I know.
You know my favorite video.
That is your favorite video. It's kind of a Jimmy Buffett vibe, I know. And I did throw a little. I'd have to do some finagling and jumping through hoops and juggling to get it on here right now. But I did add the thumbnail of a little bit of that Caribbean vibe to it. A little splash, a little middle finger to the man in there also. Why not? So good stuff. Exciting stuff. Got to ask, Fast, are you planning on going to Vegas here this coming weekend? Are you going to be there?
Oh yeah, I'll be in Vegas.
Hoorah. I don't know if you are. Big K, are you going to be island bound doing your thing?
I actually will not be in Vegas, but I won't be in the island either. I'll be out having a good time with some friends of mine. There's an event in the Spirit of the Swanee Music Park, one of my all-time favorite spots. If you've never been there, if you like live music and like you want to go to probably one of the most unique music venues. I mean, I like to call it the coolest trailer park in America. It's I mean, there's you can rent it. You can it's a festival grounds, campgrounds, whatever. They do music shows there, but then there's also like single wides you can rent that at cabins. You can rent RV spots and shit too. But it's called Spirit of the Swanee, and they're doing a little thing called Amp Jam this weekend, where government mule, lettuce, some like jam bandy, blues rocky kind of stuff is going on there. And I used to, in some previous life before I got involved with cryptocurrency whatsoever, I used to do artist relations and hospitality for music festivals all over the country. But specifically there was my favorite, it's where I kind of came up learning how to do it all. And it's a real special spot. So I'll be down there. I'll be down there goofing around.
Note to self.
I know.
Yeah,
I am making note to self. There's a lot of
there's a big thing that they do every year now is called Halloween, and it's the string cheese incident is the ones that throw it every year, but it's they pull a bunch of big bands. I mean, I've seen some real kick-ass acts out there for Halloween. I mean, that's a sold out. They do it's like the Burning Man of the East Coast. They do full lights and sound production over several acres. Acres and acres of land, art installations and fire installation, all sorts of shit to, entertain yourself while you're all spun out and lost in the woods. So yeah, that's where the woods are calling me this weekend. So we'll be out that way.
Have you hung out with vets?
I have actually. He was out at we met in person at my first pitch. That was where
the Chicago event, right?
Yep,
Oh, okay.
Chicago. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was awesome. He came out. we did a couple different things, and I think I saw him again. We met again and got to hang when we were doing the movie. We were doing the movie premiere after that.
Nice.
I went to a bunch of different spots for that. So yeah, he's a great cat. I was bummed he was not going to be on, but it's good to hang with you gentlemen, man. Shit is lovely.
Yeah, no, Vets has become we've all become family. I know Vets and I have hung out a number of times. I'm going to be hanging out with him here in Vegas again, doing it dirty. We do our thing. We do it well as Hexicans, and we do it quite well. And,
yeah, I want to. It'll be fun. You guys are gonna have a blast. I wish I was coming out for it. I got a double. I booked myself on too many. I'm on a music kick at the moment, so I'm gonna be back at Vegas too. But I'm gonna be at Vegas in a couple weeks after y'all for the Dead and Company at the Sphere. So that
nice.
Let me tell you that venue is out of another. I mean, here I am with two different venues out the gate, but like as far as cool places to go see an act, what a crazy spot. So anyway,
I'm slightly jealous about the trailer park vibe, and would love to go there. A lot of what we've been doing too and building is we're trying to incorporate a lot of music to come to blockchain and Pulsechain, and that's just kind of the vibe that we're trying to knock those doors down and just like have ability for people to kind of hear those sounds on Pulsechain vibrating through the frequency and say, I'm going to pivot and come over here. And we think that's a great way to kind of awaken the blockchain and get them over here.
I feel that. I love that idea. I think I've been working at it in the back scenes, like a lot of these cats that I've known since my day from doing artist relations and hospitality. I've gotten into Pulse. I had like several of the acts that I'm going to see this weekend. Actually, it's funny. It's a couple of the guys, a bunch of the dudes that are playing are all Pulsechain sacrificers. So that's
sweet.
So it's pretty kick-ass. I'm excited for that. They definitely are, and haven't given up either. I got a message from along somewhere about halfway through, like something happened. I can't remember what happened. If it was the SEC thing or if it was
a Red Bull can.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that. It was something in the since sacrifice happened that I got a couple messages like, should we be out? And I was like, no, dog, we're good. We're like,
what are you?
But so yeah, no, they're out. There's some good Hexicans amidst the crowds as well too. That'll be out there. It'll be great.
Speaking of hacks, I mean, if there's anybody we want to talk to about hacks, it's Big K and what's going on in this community.
Dude, it's crazy. Here,
amazing.
whether it be the fact that this case is dismissed, which is exciting, or like what's even more exciting to me, like numbers wise, is like the last time we were down here at these price levels, there was 2.5 billion hex for sale. Right now I think there is like probably 420 million hex or something like that on PHEX for sale. Like that's so much less than there was the last time around. So like there's some of that not to mention our lack of inflation, than from what we've had for many years now, whether it be in hex or ink, Fast Abdul over here, I'm sure is well aware of how hard it is to acquire yourself a few extra ink tokens nowadays.
Oh, mic up, brother. Oh, there we go.
I said that's all part of my plan, sir.
It's all going just right according to your plan, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just as discussed with Richard.
Yes.
Well, it's funny how that works too, because like I remember some people speculating early on about how if he added farms, how they would have to increase the number of increase the inflation of ink, and then like here we are, and I'm like, oh, I think that's how it's going to work out actually. There's gonna be less of it actually.
Less of it, it'll be worth more. Eventually the farms could pay the same APR. It'll just be with like a $3,000 ink tip.
Right. It'd be real neat.
And shout out to Fast Abdul. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and give you your roses, man. I mean, you've built a lot of amazing things for Pulsechain, you and your team, and I know that you're not alone in building the things that you do. But, you obviously tap in, you do a lot of shows, probably more than most. I think you've got your frequent flyer miles, logged. And,
been around.
Yeah, you've been around, And so I appreciate it because I know that Bet's had some stuff going on, and I kind of tapped into you yesterday saying, hey, you think you can hop on here and provide some other angles and some substance. I like what you're doing with Ink. I think it's very bullish for the entire ecosystem, and so I appreciate that.
No problem. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm also excited about the ink printer protocol. I think it'll be an overall win. We'll complete the set of liquidity forks that support Richard Hart tokens as collateral. Should work.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's a neat prospect, and yeah, in general, I felt like what Ink was going to require. It's funny because I wasn't on the camp of like, oh, I'm gonna see Richard in the inflation rate as much as I thought. I honestly thought there would be at some point in time more farms, and he just wouldn't increase the amount. But what I will say that I also was like excited to see is things being built on top. Using ink as some sort of substrate. Like that's what needs to really happen. I was imagine that it would be. Again, I was like, oh, maybe Richard will build some shit on top of it eventually. But like, it's even cooler to see community members making that happen.
And he still could, right? Like it has the code to be a DAO token or something like that. Like right in the code right now. Like that could be the Pulsechain DAO, that could be the PulseX DAO. But having utility to be able to turn it into a stable coin and single-sided stake, so de facto single-sided staking for Ink, I think is something people will like.
Yeah, I think that people have been great. I mean, I think there's been several voices out there that have been clamoring for that for a number of years now. So you providing that is something that's necessary for the community. It's a value add overall. And like you said, the less coins, the better.
It cost me $55 million to make it, so I hope you guys like it.
Well,
there's no sacrifice. Like I paid for all of that.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah.
Damn, dude. Is that like a perceived ink value and what it costs in the future for what you think it's going to be?
The 55 million is the what it costs to make some previous liquidity forks on Pulsechain.
Oh wow, yeah, that's this guy's a
zing. Yeah,
zing, well,
yeah,
it pays to be first sometimes, doesn't it? It pays to be first. Or I guess second, whatever they were.
Yeah. And if you're fourth place, then you just got to show up for free and get the participation ribbon. But
there we go. Yeah. Hey, when you're in jiu-jitsu such as yourself, there's nothing wrong with the brown belt, right?
Indeed.
Or maybe there is.
Hey, that's not a bad belt to have.
Yeah. Speaking of which, aren't you like some form of black belt? I mean, you could probably kick everyone's ass in Hexaco.
Yeah. Actually, I have a
purple belt
in jiu-jitsu. So the one down from brown belt. Which takes about 7 years to get.
Okay.
Longer if you're competing and you're sandbagging so that you can fight guys who aren't as tough. So yeah, I've had it for a while.
Well, good.
They won't let me wrestle at the high school anymore, so I had to start doing jiu-jitsu.
Hey guys, I just want to jump in. I got to get back to that JOB. Big K, Fast. Thanks for coming on today. We're watching you. We miss you. Miss all your streaming. You're a big part of why we're all here, and yeah, grateful to be on this path with you, man. Really excited. I don't know if you guys could talk about the sentiment that happened after the case was dismissed, what everyone thought and what really happened and what's really going on, and what you think Richard's mind might be going through right now. But anyway, love you guys. Thank you for coming on. You're welcome anytime.
Yeah.
Hoorah.
Hey, brother.
Sentiments. Well, I mean, I made a tweet right before the day before the case came out that was like, man, our sentiment is as low as I can't remember. It was comparing how low it was just says like it's incredible how low it was, and then like to see it flip around. And here's the thing: is a lot of stuff. A lot of people are going through like this pump and dump feel for the past couple days since Trump said something nice. We went up a whole bunch, and now we eroded a bunch of those gains. But like, and I mean, even we went up a bunch, but came back down too. But like that, it's like a long-term vision kind of thing. Like I look at it like, well, now there's a lot of roadblocks and hurdles that in my mind are cleared, just because like when I as somebody who has onboarded a lot of people and looks to do that in the future, it has been more difficult as of recent to get people involved with Pulsechain because of the case. Because like if I have anybody who actually is doing any sort of due diligence and wants to put more than like a couple grand that are just like my friend who's like, yeah, sure, bud, I believe in you, whatever your stupid shit you're selling. It's been a little more difficult than I'd like. Being able to, I mean, you can just see in the SEO, when you type in Richard Hart right now, from what it looked like now to what it looked like fucking 4 months, a few weeks ago even. I mean, a few weeks ago, it was like the criminal at large, Yeah. So like that sort of sentiment switch is not something that happens all the time, and us as in general, the people that have been here for a long time, I've been here since, a year before Hex came out. It's nice because for me, it frees up some roadblocks and makes things like in the future look a little bit more, I can see where we're going now. I can see that we've got a clear path ahead of us upwards. And a lot of what I say, a lot of how I feel about it is that from day one, Richard carefully crafted every piece of his language when he spoke to everybody to make sure to protect against basically this sort of situation. And like he was making sure to craft careful language, and even went so far as to be like, man, I could make you some wild, like I could say the things that would sell this better. I could make some wild claims and make some promises and all that shit that like you would love me to do, but like I cannot and will not. And the reason why, and you're like, on day one, you're like, man, I wish he would. I wish he'd just be like, origin address going to buy this shit, or whatever. Like, I wish you could say that shit. But like him not ever doing anything like that, was like protection for this, like to win a case like this, in a manner such that like there's not going to be, it's not just like, oh, they dropped the case. This is not something that we have to deal with going forward. So like whatever it looks like for him to market once the road is cleared and he feels like he can be a public figure here again, will be interesting to see what that looks like. I'm excited for that. And even if not, like let's say there's no Richard ever again, there's still a lot less gray area and ambiguity in what we're marketing here. And it makes my job a lot easier. That's so like as far as I'm concerned, I'm super thrilled. And like everything else beyond that, like everything that's going on in a finished red notice that we're worried about seems pretty trivial in the sense that like, I mean, worst case scenario, it's all personal stuff, not to do with any of us in this blockchain. And for some tax money and for some sort of assault charge. So like, even if you were to throw the book at the guy, is still, and he was like, sure, I did all that, maybe pay $100 million and whatever. It's still like not that big a deal. It's all not that. It's like that's all still stuff he can overcome himself too. So I don't really see a forward-looking world where we're not a bigger entity in crypto overall. I think that we're we have a chance now to start capitalizing on that and start stepping up to the table to places where we belong.
Yeah, I mean, to that point, like a couple examples was like, I know I talk with my mom who's a no coiner, and she knows how vested and how involved I've been as far as so much life commitment and energy you give towards a community, a cult, what have you, you know what I mean? And she, she said, I said, hey, that case with Richard's been dropped, and she's like, oh, thank goodness. Like a lot of people that know how involved you are do like look into Google and they search those kinds of things, and there's that relief of like, okay, so there's a fighting chance of what you're doing is on the up and up. And I know I was talking with Caitlin, our good friend Black Hexagon, as she's getting everything ramped up for the Pulsechain tour with RG3 and the Wild SJ, and I said, man, I really feel like this is going to be so powerful going into the Pulsechain tour with this kind of not overhanging our heads anymore. Like the vibe is just going to be that much more electric. And so I'm excited for that, for everyone to kind of feel a little bit more foot free, be able to dance a little bit more about it and kind of, I wouldn't say flex, but definitely feel good about where we stand.
Yeah, talk about the issues that like about Pulse that matter. What are they are? Like how do we get more eyes on board? What is the easiest ways to onboard? Who are we actually looking to market this to? What projects are up and coming? All those things are like actual topics besides like, well, how is this arbitrary court case going? It's a very big different just a different framing of the conversation. So I'm super excited. It's because up until for 2 years now, it's been like, about this. It's gonna be fine. I swear that guy. He looks like he does and sounds like he does, but he actually knows what he's doing. So like all that's tough. It's a tough read. So like I'm excited about where we're going. I'm super thrilled. I can't wait. And like that's the thing is like we are going still from a place of like a very little knowledge on who we are or what's going on to a place where we've got some room to grow. That's more bullish for us in my mind than it is for a lot of the other layer ones that are out there that have already had their pump and now are so it's kind of subject to hopefully the president decides we're going to be part of his stockpile or something. So like I think that's we're just in a different position and it's really good for us.
So much bullish news. Like just today or maybe late last night, I saw the news about Uniswap relisting Hex on Ethereum, of course. Which is kind of huge because it's part of the Richard Hart apology tour, right?
Yeah, it really is.
It'll change the way things work. Once one of the dominoes falls, the next one will fall. So like Matcha is next, like they'll relist Hex, and then it's not going to be that big a step for Uniswap in particular to just list Pulsechain, like to just add a Pulsechain tab. They actually have a ton of liquidity because all of the Uniswap pools were copied. Alex from Hedron's running a home job front end that some of the OGs are using, but most people aren't. Uniswap could literally just add a Pulsechain tab, and they'd be making money on the day and for every day thereafter with probably $400 of dev work. They should do that.
Yeah. It's very true. It's incredible. I mean, yeah, sure. Some of those pools of theirs got raided, by some fixer bots, but no, you're right. There's still a lot of value there that's hanging out. That they should for sure make accessible to people, and it's not very difficult or hard for them to. And it's all still, I mean, like at the end of the day, this is all like now that there's no legal reason why you can't, it's all really silly to not make that move. So
exactly.
It's exciting. All that, you're right. All the little dominoes starting to fall is going to be lots of fun to see, and I'm here for all of it. I can't wait.
Yeah. The other one I saw today was Crypto Banter. Like he said, like, oh, maybe we should have Richard on to talk. He is one of the ones who totally threw Richard under the bus some days. Obviously, for clickbait, maybe it wasn't necessarily malevolent, but. That's one of the bigger crypto influencers, and Ivan on Tech is also expressed interest, and I think they're gonna all line up to get Richard on their shows because it is a big story on not just the Pulsechain but all of crypto, right? Like the Spam King is back and he won the court case. Soon he'll win the red notice thing or whatever they're calling it, but nobody really cares what happens over there, so it doesn't really matter.
I think I liken it to like a lot of the tech companies going to to the Oval Office and kissing the ring after he won. I think that everyone in crypto that's kind of badmouth Richard is going to come back and kiss the ring here because they recognize it from an engagement farm opportunity, whether they kind of like him or not. Hey, he beat that shit, and now it's time to kind of engage with him again and allow them to. They know that this shit's about to go. Yep.
They're hedging their bets, right? And it's normal human nature. Like when somebody is like not winning, people tend to disassociate themselves, and as soon as they start to be a winner, then everybody wants to get on board. It's partly because they're kind of pussies, but let's just keep moving forward.
Yeah, you can sit around all day calling everybody a pussy who's acted like that once before, or you can just be like, fuck it, man, come on board, let's do this shit, and like I think that it's way easier to tell people they've got some free coins over here and come and play than it is to just be right forever. Like, I get it, we can be, they know it, they're aware.
Totally. Yeah. Welcome to Pulsechain. We love you. That's the new line.
Yep.
It is the line. And, I just wanted to welcome Boo up into the house. He's been helping me out with some music, but Boo kind of plays around the XRP, ledger and all that kind of good stuff. And so what we've been talking about is something that XRP would love to see the SEC drop their case on them. And that's what we're kind of cheering from the rooftops over here on Pulsechain. In regards to, I still think we kind of have a countdown as far as that timeline where the SEC could kind of maybe come back and do whatever. But I think beyond that, Richard might really flex even harder. But the SEC case did get thrown out by the judge. What was it, 4 days ago, Fast? Something like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
we got 16 days to go until they can't appeal. And that's maybe when the streams start happening.
I'm kind of thinking so. I mean, I think that if I was Richard, like I wouldn't be singing until the fat lady sings kind of thing. And you know what I mean? Like, especially like if you're getting some legal advice from attorneys, they might say, well, hey, we kind of think that this is a slam dunk. And I'm sure they do. But like anything, you want it to be final.
Yeah, I mean, with somebody of his caliber, of like who he's gonna, like the amount of people he's gonna get watching him stream about whatever he's streaming about, and that being such a central case to it all. I mean, I imagine that they would have been like, "You're not allowed. Like, if you want us to keep, representing you, then you cannot, go on a live stream."
Yeah, he's probably a pain in the ass to represent anyway. So.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure he's coming to meetings regularly with his AI research, litigation to that he's done. So I'm sure it's a lot of fun. I'm sure it's fun.
Yeah. Like, Richard, you don't know more than us. Well, it's fine. He's a very smart individual, but that has been the flex for so many of us. Is like, oh yeah, he's kind of going through some legal battles, but don't worry, he has the best representation money can buy. And it worked as of so far. So I'm very pleased to be on Team Win with that. So let's go.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Yeah,
right.
What's up, guys? Hey, what's up?
Hey,
just wanted to say hello. Thank you for bringing me up, and congratulations to all the people in the Pulsechain. So the SEC case is dropped.
Yep, it's dropped. We got about 14 days where they could kind of maybe try to throw a monkey wrench in there, but for the most part, with the current administration and the way the climate's kind of changed, I don't think they're going to push back. What are the statistics, Fast? Like out of 300 cases of the SEC, a lot of people had to pay basically a fine. And in this situation, we fall in the camp of 5% where it has been dropped, no fine, move on, get out of the way. We're moving. So,
and like with all the cases they have been dropping, it just seems it's like it's part of the pattern. And doubtless, like Richard's probably one of the scary ones where they're like, yeah, let's just leave that one alone. He's got lots of lawyers and he's a weird, smart guy. If I was them, I would not swing at that ball.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I feel like there's just no. I mean, there's enough not there for the to the judge to go after. They didn't draw up their claim very well. They didn't provide enough evidence. There's enough reasons why that's just like what in 20 days they're not going to fix that. They're not.
Yeah, they already had the B team on it, obviously, right? Like they did not dedicate the the A team to that job because they knew there probably wasn't a win from the beginning there. But like, yeah, now it's just so obvious that like this will be terrible if we, keep proceeding. They could like, and I'm not a lawyer. This is not legal advice, but I suspect there could be a counter lawsuit if they, tried something like that. And that would not be a win for the American taxpayers. But it would work for me, but not for you.
Yeah, I mean, they went out of their way to harass a bunch of people to get a bunch of information that really ended up going nowhere. So that's doesn't really usually doesn't look good or bode well for you in the end. So we'll see. But like I'm happy whatever happens with all that. Like I'm stoked that we're in the position we're in. It's fantastic. It's for a while, I was really had the feeling like, whatever was going to happen, we'd get some like Hex might get the parts about Hex might get dismissed, but we might be arguing over some sort of timeline on Pulsechain sacrifice or something. But like this is best case scenario.
So beyond, crypto, Hex, Pulsechain, all that kind of good stuff, I guess, Big K, what do you got going on beyond music? I mean, are you kind of checking out all the music venues kind of here or I guess where are you at as far as your timeline in the next month or so?
Yeah. So that's I mean, I have 2 small children. So like so like my life centers at the current moment around the school year. But I get to pop out and do fun things here and there. So yeah, like I mentioned, I'm gonna go see some. I just went to Atlantic City for the first time with the Scuzzy Vegas. It was fine. It's fine. Saw some Widespread Panic there. Big fans of them. Got to go, like I said, going to see some tunes this weekend. Going to go see the Dead and Company next month. So yeah, got some fun tunes planned out. That's all exciting. Besides that, I've got a bunch of. They're supposed to be doing some sort of blockchain thing here in Puerto Rico. I don't know what was when it was supposed to be like around now, March, April time. They're going to do it. We're probably going to put something together for it, but I haven't had anybody tell me any news about the week yet. I haven't. There's no information, so it might not. They might have still pushed it back further. But if we do an event, it was down here. I'd love to do another one. That was a lot of fun. We did in December. Having some sort of music-based event is always fun. Having some acts out and playing and getting people together would be great. I don't really have any just direct plans for it at the moment besides fun stuff I want to go see. There's another one too. We go see some Krungbin too. They're also, if you want to go see some badass jam and three-piece act right now cruising around, they're also fantastic. I got to see some Tom Segura too and saw some comedy recently. That was also very funny.
Nice.
Highly recommend. So no, I'm on the go check things out at the moment. Kick right now, but I think that in between it all, I'm going to a bunch of different places and seeing some people. Some concentrated onboarding, I guess you call it. I've got a little stack of Trezors over here that I've been meeting some people along the way and helping them get onboarded.
Nice.
What's going on in Puerto Rico, sir? I know we have some people there.
Yeah, we do. We got a lot of people there. Well, we just had a blockchain week in December, and we threw a pig roast on the beach, and we had a lot of people out. We had a bunch of crypto people out that were like, from other communities that even came to me and said, "Hey, I would normally never hang around with you Hexicans, but was glad to make a stance here." So we definitely had a good turnout for it. And it was a real fun. And then also during that week, like Coffee and I got on stage and did a little talk about Pulse on the Digital Sovereignty Day. Nice. We did demos of how to download the software, how to use the software, how to go check your ETH addresses for free airdrops. They got everyone interested. So that kind of stuff we did a little bit of too. But like they had done that in December, and then they had been talking about doing another blockchain week of stuff, these next couple weeks. And I haven't gotten involved with any of that or seen anything like here. I haven't seen any conference that's been announced yet for any of that. So maybe they're balked on that. I'm not sure. But would love to be involved in putting on something else down here. It would be lots of fun. We had a great time with what we did. Couple. I mean, it's almost 3 months ago now. So 3 months ago, it was a lot of fun.
Do you ever cross paths with? I mean, because you mentioned something about your children and what have you. Corey Geary seems like he's always involved with taking his daughter to school and kind of living that island life. And I like to hear that people are not just so crypto heavy that they're not like taking care of like the family life and the kids and having kind of a good balance. You know what I mean?
That's the wild thing about it is like, if it wasn't for crypto, like, I mean, I used to work the jobs that I work, or gigs or whatever you call it. It's like I worked doing music for a long time, and that's all travel, like I was doing music festivals all over the place. And then I got, once I got my degree, there's really no money in music. I don't know if you know that, but like, unless you're like Lady Gaga over here, like it's a lot of fun, but like we're not retiring on that shit anytime soon. So I got involved with, I have a math degree, and so I got involved with project management, doing some systems engineering stuff, and did that for a long time, and like enjoyed a lot of that, but it also required a lot of time in the field, out in places, going play whatever. And so since I've been doing crypto full time, crypto full time, I have other like we have some properties and things and whatever. And so like my, click buttons and talk to people on live street, whatever the hell this all is, affords me an incredible amount of time. Most of what my life is hanging out with the kids and family and stuff, getting out, occasionally pop out for a show or whatever. But really it's like, I've got to spend more time with my kids than I ever could have imagined when I was working full time.
Nice.
So
the dream.
So yeah, that's the dream. That is the dream. Exactly. Like, nice. and I'm thrilled for that. It's awesome. It's awesome. That's what it's all about. So yeah, I do see Corey. He lives in the neighborhood right, not too far from us. And there's some other cats out here that I get to see from time to time, not as often as I'd like. Coffee moved down here recently, so we've gotten to we went and did the Dead Mouse show here. Dead Mouse came and played like in there's a venue nearby us that's like just like some shipping containers in a grocery store parking lot that actually bangs pretty fucking hard. It's
nice.
It's some of the coolest shipping containers around, just like my sick trailer park venue. It's you can see the theme that I'm going with here. I thrive in the darkness. So I that spot had Dead Mouse play recently, which is like, it was super. It's not like I haven't seen or heard from him in a long time. Like I haven't paid attention, but hey, it's here. So it was a great show. Thrilled. Coffee, and I went out to that. Had a blast.
Hey, shout out to Corey Geary. I got to hang out with him in Panama. Stellar human being, very smart, man, and he's very healthy, and he was just an amazing, incredible person to just hang out with and get to know a little bit. My question is why Puerto Rico? Yeah, I was talking with RG, and he's thinking about going to Portugal.
Portugal, yeah.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And said it's the most beautiful place. And I'm like, Portugal? Just like,
well,
why Puerto Rico? Because I know I had plans. I did want at some point to maybe move to Puerto Rico, but then I heard that there's a lot of infrastructure issues and
a lot
of power outages.
It's exciting. Are you an adventurous person? Because like if you're not like an adventurous person, then this might not be for you. RG and his wife got off the plane here, and before they got to like their first hotel, his wife was like, "Take me back." Like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. So like, if you're not adventurous,
that is what he said.
This shit is not for you. But that's fine because like it ain't for everybody. So like, the U.S. federal government has been allowing this awesome tax break for a long time. right? But like, here's the thing: is there ain't that many people actually even taking advantage of it. It's not like there's like tens of thousands of people just getting free fucking taxes, you know, and it ain't free either, too. Like the you know, sure, yeah, all those things are struggles to overcome. Yeah, you can look at things like, oh, these are struggles or difficult situations, which they can be, but like there are also these strange blessings in it all. You know, it's just like, you know, where like the people that can handle that stuff are super well, like, you know, seasoned for it. They wait in lines around here better than anywhere else in the world. You know, like when shit goes upside down, like around, like in society, but these people's shit, the society goes upside down every other month here, and they don't bat an eye. You know, like nobody's gonna miss a beat. They're like, oh, they stopped, you know, the electricity's been off for a month. We didn't even barely notice, you know, like that's the kind of like, and like it's grounding, you know, like you want to complain about some first world fucking problems. You're going to be like, oh man, I had to wait in line for 2 hours at the rental car place and whatever. My boy will be like, yo, I had to wait in line for 3 days for some gasoline to charge my cell phone. So like,
right.
Hey, have you been to Panama?
Yeah. So and like, and you can't, and like, you know, so like all that, those struggles are real, and we've been here long enough to now where, okay, fine, I can overcome some of them. I've got solar, I've got a cistern, you know, I can get water and power and whatever. I got Starlink and shit, you know. Yeah. So like, you can be somewhat self-sufficient and everything, and it's just fine. But all that is over, you know, there's struggles to overcome. It's not for everybody. There's a lot of people that like to like. Shopping is a high, like there's a corporate America exists here, but like a lot of the stores are the highest volume versions of corporate America in the country. So like, if, you know, you go to Walmart past 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and the line goes straight up to the back of the store, like every day, every day, like it's fucking Black Friday, dog, you know. So like, hey, can you go get whatever at the fucking store if it's past like lunchtime? You're like, that's my whole day.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah,
I don't really want to do that, you know. And so like those struggles are all apparent, you know. But like that's like, I'm on an island 1,200 miles away from any of the rest of America in the middle of the Caribbean, you know. Like I'm super chill that like any of this works at all, you know. Like it's incredible, you know. So it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. And then, you know, the tax thing is like great, but like you have to be making, you know, basically you still pay a lot. You still pay a bunch in fees to the state. You pay you know, a bunch in donation money, you know, all the other things, so that like by the end of it all, if you're not pulling in like 80 grand plus a year in extracurricular money outside of where you live, then it's like there's no way. And even at that, like that's like barely replacement for all these extra, like, you know, struggles to deal with. You know, there's language barriers and cultural barriers and all that kind of stuff that are difficult, you know, you have to take time to overcome. So I'm not saying it's not just cut and paste, you know. People want to make it act like that, but it's not. But if you're looking for an adventure, I mean, it is an amazing island. There's so much to offer. So many, like, the people are great, super fun place. I mean, and we've been here for 4 years, and like I've barely scratched the surface of all the natural beauty, waterfalls, freshwater springs, beautiful, incredible jungle escapes that are just like all over the place, you know. So like, it's worth it to come and check out. But like come and visit first and take some time here before you want to be sure if this is where you want to be.
I mean, that's the best synopsis I've heard about why or why not. You covered all the bases, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was beautiful, man. I just love. I'm thankful because I haven't heard all that.
I've been doing it a minute, and I want to like make sure that people are aware. Because like it's great, don't get me wrong, but like it is not for everyone, and I can see why RG would rather be in Portugal. I mean, like their infrastructure is going to be nicer, and overall, like the cultural barriers are different. You know, overall, I think he'd do better there for sure. But like, I mean, it's everyone's. There's different spots for everybody. I really dig it, and like I have psoriasis too. Like I have psoriatic arthritis and shit, and so like. The Caribbean, like I grew up in Chicago and I love Chicago, but a fucking week there and like I feel like the Tin Man, you know. I'm like, please give me some oil. you know, but I get off the airplane here down in fucking Puerto Rico, and like the pressure and the warmth and the air and everything about like I get off the plane like Grandpa Joe in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I'm like, I can dance again, you know. So it's like,
you can tell you got kids.
yeah, for sure. So like it's a world of difference for me, and I feel it. You know, I belong where it's warmer. I wish, you know, I played a lot of hockey growing up. Like I'm a huge hockey fan, but you know, I just can't handle the cold as much as I wish I, you know, love.
Fast Abdul likes the hockey, doesn't he?
I was just gonna say.
My boys play the hockey. I never actually did play. Yeah, you really in Canada, if you want to play hockey, you start when you're 4.
Yeah,
that's
you're not playing. You can't start when you're 14.
No, hell no. You need to be. I was like, that was what I wanted to do when I was 4. You know, and it was unfair for me. You know, I was really good at hockey. Like I played on a USA team that played overseas and shit. And but yeah, I beat out like 10,000 kids in like a whatever. Anyway, but it was partially unfair. It was partially unfair in the sense that like I was like, you know, 5'11" and 180 pounds when I was in like 5th grade. Like people would be like, "Yo, check his birth certificate. This is bullshit." You know, so like it wasn't fully fair. I was like this size, just like palming kids to the ice, like just get down. The kids would knock me over, and like the whole stands would be like, "Yeah, fuck that kid."
That's where Big K comes into play. Big K came knocking 5th grade.
Oh yeah, I was a beast. I was a super beast. So like I love doing that shit. But like yeah, there's not very many ice rinks in the Caribbean, so you know I had to.
Yeah.
Oh, I got that hockey picture in the video for you.
Yeah, man, that shit was great. That was great. I mean, that was one of those hex flexes. You know, we got to go to. We got to go to. I'm again nobody from nowhere kind of feels. You know, so the idea that I get to afford going to see a rink side a glass on the glass ice rink game at you know watching the Hawks play is just something that like that's not something I ever expected to be able to do like in my life really, period. You know, so yeah, I was thrilled. I was thrilled to get to take my friends, and then we did my buddy got us all custom ass jerseys for it. And I was like, all right, kick ass. Now it's a write off too. It's all Pulse shit, and we're marketing.
Yeah, there we go. Nice.
That's awesome.
Well, Rip City, you got anything else you want to add as we kind of bring it down? Like we do keep to the blueprint of about an hour or so. So I mean, one, I know that Fast Abdul, you're kicking ass. You're building like 50 different protocols for Pulsechain. So
as we speak,
55 million.
As we speak, 5 million.
I got a new one to tell you about today too. If you got time.
Hey, is it the DAT? Is it the DAT?
It's the DAT. Yeah.
Oh, let me show you a video.
Okay, let's do it.
No, I can't. I'm driving, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, I will say, because I am just about to go in right before you go fast. I do appreciate Big K you coming on, taking some time with us. I hope you love our show. Please come back, or we're on Monday through Friday or Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific, and we have all sorts of stuff going on. We're really trying to do our part in creating adoption around blockchain, and obviously this is our home. You're a big part of that, and we're really grateful that you came on. Really love you, man. And Pura, exit go,
man. Thank you very much.
Can't wait for what's coming, dude. Richard Hart, fucking legend.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for having me on. I really appreciate it a ton. And I won't make myself be a stranger around here. I'm going to make sure to come on back by, and appreciate what y'all are doing a ton. Super thrilled. This is a lot of fun.
Hey, maybe next time we get you on with Cabana. He's been on before.
Oh yeah, for sure. That'd be great. That'd be great.
That would be awesome.
With him. Let's see. I see him lurking in the chat there. It's great.
Yeah, just shooting the shit. Let's spin it back to you there, Mr. Purple Pimp there, Fast Abdul. What say to you? You got someone else you want to tee up as far as check this out kind of thing on the blockchain?
Yeah, I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear what you got going on. I'm just an asshole that was in a movie, man. You're actually building shit.
You've inspired me to build, sir. You're the reason I'm building.
Thank you.
Today, I think we're gonna launch the the DAT farms.
All right.
DAT. It's a play on Homie Don't Play That from the Living Color television show. It's Randy's baby. He's just he's on an airplane to Vegas right now, so I'm helping with the details, talking to the devs. I'm not going to rush the devs, but they're pretty much done. As soon as they're done, Randy said just send it. So it'll be the Homie Farms. It'll be on the Hocus Pocus Farming Wizard with a dedicated link. So it'll show with all the other farms, but also you can go directly there and just see the Homie Farms. Paired up with no permissions tokens. So Nope, Solid X, Stack, Yep, Gel, King Pui, Hocus Pocus, Axis, Fire, and on and on. So basically, 2Fucks even has a pool. So that'll be coming out very soon, like maybe in the next couple hours. And I suspect at the start, the APRs will be very, very high. So you're earning the DAT token by farming with other no permissions tokens, or you can farm with the DAT token against probably Pulse or something good like that. And that'll actually likely be the highest paying pool. It has the largest boost. The DAT token is now available. It's on the Pulse chain. There's a pool on PulseX. There's some other pools around. You can buy it on Pitius. I think we're going to go live pretty soon. But yeah, be patient, no guarantees, but maybe get your bags ready if you're involved with any of those tokens. Not financial advice, but definitely legal advice.
Cool. Yeah, I love the legal advice. Yeah, and like RipCity was saying, he forget. I mean, I think we forget how let's make comedy fun again, and I think we forget how like Homie Don't Play That, how like aggressive that was back in the day. Goodness gracious. Like that, like in this like cancel culture. It's like Rip was saying, good God, some of the stuff they were saying was just like they would not even fly anymore. But hey, for the good graces, I hope comedy comes back, and it has to be something that's part of our society again. As far as like, if you can't laugh, what the fuck are we doing here, you guys?
Indeed, and that goes two ways. Like if I want to talk about my like lesbian Eskimo communist buddy, I think that's okay. If I want them to be in my Telegram room, like just because they're just because they're a lesbian and Eskimo and a communist, I think that's allowed. But we can also swing the comedy the other direction, and like if it's for comedy and you say bad things that aren't very PC, that's okay. People need to lighten up.
Yep,
I agree.
Yeah, shout out to music and comedy, you guys, and let's make blockchain great.
Lesbian Eskimo communists. Shout out.
Yeah, push the bounds.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you, RipCity, Smo Spider for hanging in the background there, Fast Abdul, the Purple Pimp, and of course Big K for hopping in here. Tomorrow is going to be an interesting show. We got a cross-chain guy coming on here, Nick Hillman, I believe is his name. Has about 31K followers. He's kind of a cross-chain guy, but he did give us a shout out where like a lot of people are hopping on that, hey, Richard Hart's case is dismissed kind of thing. And so he's coming on tomorrow, and then I'm pulling the e-brake and I'm going to Vegas. So I'm not doing the typical Monday through Thursday thing. I'm not going to do the Thursday show. We will do our Saturday TNA charts guy because KRJ will do that for me. But that being the case, I appreciate you guys coming in here. With that being said, let me kick it off with an outro and have some fun, you guys. All right, you guys, have a goodie. Peace.
Yeah, guys.
Later.
Light this party up, it's conference time. The Pulse 369 has arrived. Welcome to the Pulsechain ride. Everyone coming down, pumped up, feeling the sound. Community never felt so high. Crypto merges in the Vegas lights. This is crypto. Come check it out. The Pulse 369 gonna be so damn alive. Parties will be bumping, crowds will all be jumping. Let this party fly, starting this DFY, summer outright. Yeah. Come check it out. The Pulse 369 gonna be so damn alive. gonna hold in one at the tournament. Yeah, crypto prizes tens of thousands. Yeah, sponsors on the scene with the Vegas sunrise. Gonna be so damn hot, hanging with this Pulsechain cabal. Yeah, no permissions on the rise. No permissions on the rise. Yeah. Yeah. Come check it out. Pulse 369, gonna be so damn alive. Solid X makes those tides rise. That's in crypto doing tea time. No just chipping at 2 puns. MCR hitting on the back 9. The boy, king and queen, gonna ride that carpet ride. Actuator, waiter, hexing that big fat prize. Yeah. Solid X makes those tides rise. Vets in crypto doing tea time. Nope, just chipping at 2 fucks. MCR hitting on the back 9. The boy, king and queen, gonna ride that carpet ride. Actuator hexing that big fat prize. That's in crypto doing team time.
The Crypto Shit Show. Hey, Pura, thank you everyone for joining. Obviously, share, sub, do all that kind of good stuff. Retweet it. Tomorrow we got Nick up in the house. Sorry about that, brother, for hopping up in there and cross-chaining there. We got Nick in the house. Here's his little outro video, intro video. Check it out. It should be a good one. We got Nick coming in here. He has about 31,000 followers. Not trying to flex on that, but he should be flexing because this is his introduction into Pulsechain and taking a deep level into what we're doing over here. We're cooking. All right, you guys have a great day. Later.
Flows through every link, building the kingdom quicker than you think. A surge of hope in every node, creating paths, laying the road. Riches dream, a future vast. The pulse is here, the die is cast. Rise up the pulse, a kingdom grows. Hoorah, hoorah, the power shows. In every block, the dream unfolds. Here in shades of gold. King and queen stand side by side, building the realm, no need to hide. The pulse beats on, strong and true, lighting the way, breaking through. From darkness born, the chain ascends, a force of change that never ends. Rise up the pulse, a kingdom grows. Hoorah, hoorah, the power shows.